Find the fixed fourth term of the expansion. We are asked to find the fixed fourth term of the expansion. That's what we are asked to find of this expansion. 1 over 1 plus x all raised to power 4. That's what we are asked to find the fixed fourth terms of the expansion. Please, if you find this my work here useful, please endeavor to subscribe to my channel to help me grow my channel. Also comment. If you have subscribed already, comment and share to your friend. Let's go to question. The question is all about getting the fourth term of expansion of this. We say solution. Recalling the what we call the binomial formula. Binomial expansion formula. And what we call binomial? Binomial is of what? Two term. Two term what? Formula. That's what we call what? Binomial. And it's all about A plus B. That is two term. First, this is a term, this is a term, added together by plus all raised to power n. Remember that this plus here is a constant in this formula. While A, B, and N are variable, which can take any number, which can be X or M or whatever. So this plus is constant where A, B, and N is what? Variable. Then when I come to, if we are given this to expand, the first term, which is A, will be raised to power maximum what? N. That's A will raise to power 8 maximum of what? Power. This A will raise to maximum of the power. Plus, after A have raised to the maximum N, plus I'm going to choose, out of N I'm choosing 1. What it means is what? Out of N combination 1, any combination 1 means that out of N we are choosing 1, and the A power of A will go down by 1, and the power of B will come up by 1. Look at when B come up now. The power of B will come up by 1. As this N I'm choosing 1, the power of A will go down by 1, and the power of N will come up by 1. Then after that I have plus. Then out of N I'm choosing 2 now. When N out of N I'm choosing 2 mean any combination 2, the power of A will go down by 2. Have I said N minus 2, which is the power of A. Then now the power of B will come up by 2. The power of B will come up by 2. Plus, then out of N as well, I'm choosing 3. Then what does it mean? Any combination 3, that means the power of A will go down by 3. The power of A will go down by 3, and the B will come up by what? 3. That's the power of B will come up by 3. Plus dot 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 means continue. We continue this way. Then what did I discover in this formula? Binomial formula. I discover in this binomial formula that whatever I'm choosing after the first term have go to the maximum power. Whatever I'm choosing, that's what power of B will come up, and that's what power of A will go down by. So whatever I'm choosing, that's what B, power of B, the term B will what come up, and what the power of A will use to reduce. Then look at here, when I'm choosing 2, we see that the power of B come up to 2, and the power of A go down by 2. Then coming over here, when I'm choosing 3, the power of A go down by 3, and the power of B go up by what? 3. The same thing will happen here when I'm choosing 4, the power of A will go down by 4, and the power of B will come up by what? 4. Then what does it mean? I come over here, A raised to power N, which is the maximum power, plus. Then any combination 1 means N over 1 factorial. Any combination 1 mean what? N over 1 factorial. What does this mean? I said that if I have now N factorial, what it means that what? N, which is the first, and what? N minus what? 1, and into what? N again minus what? 2, and N into what? Minus what? 3, dot, dot, dot. That means continue. That means continue. Then if I now have N choosing 1, this one takes me where I'm going to end. That implies that this means equals to what? N over 1 factorial. Then what of if I have N choosing what 2? It means that what? N into what? N. This 2 now is telling me how many times this N will drop. N come up and drop by 1. That means the first and second over what? 2 factorial. Have you seen what I'm talking about? When I have N choosing 2, mean what? N number 1 and N minus 1, that's number 2. So when I have this is to infinity. But this one, this what I'm choosing now determine how many times it will go down. That means N started going down. Look at N. Going down by 1, the second one. Going down by 2, the third one. Going down by 3, the fourth one. Going down by 4, the fifth one. So this is how you continue. But what takes me where it will stop is what I'm choosing. So when I'm choosing 1 out of N is what? N over 1 factorial. When I'm choosing 2 out of N, it means N into N minus 1. Look at now, if I'm choosing 3 out of this, it will be N into what? N minus 1. It will be now also N minus what? 2. How many? 1, 2, 3 over what? 3 factorial. That's what I'm going to have here. Then now, that's what it means. Then, if I have what? N choosing what? 3, as I said, this means that I'm going, this N have to go down by 3. That means N, the first one, and N minus 1, the second one, and N minus what? 2, the third one. 1, 2, 3. Then over what? 3 factorial. Then if I have now N choosing what? 4, means that this N have to go down by 4, which means N the first one, N minus 1 the second one, N minus what? 2 the third one, and N minus 3 the fourth one over what? 4 factorial. That's what this means. So whenever I have this, that's how we translate this. So when I have this, I translate it. Looking at the formula, I find out that word A raised to power N, and N is over what? N over 1 factorial. And this A, which is N minus 1, this minus 1 is constant, and this 1 is also constant, while N is variable. Then plus. This means coming over here, means that N should go down by 2, mean N into N minus 1, which is having 1, 2 over 2 factorial. And this A result mean multiplication, A raised to power N minus 2. This 2 is constant, dot multiply B raised to power 2. Plus, this N combination 3 mean that N should go down by 3. Mean that N into N minus 1 into N minus 2. I mean 1, 2, 3 over what? 3 factorial. And this dot being multiplication, A raised to power N minus 1, 3 dot B raised to power 3. Then looking at this, watching again from this formula, I discovered that this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term, look at fourth term, and the fifth term and sixth term continue. So we see that this first term, this second term, look at the third term, and look at the fourth term. And what they asked me is to get the fourth term out of the expansion of this. That means I'm going to get this and this and this and this. That's the fourth term. Then now looking at this, coming back to this now, we come back to the question they gave me. 1 over what? Into 1 plus x all raised to power 4. This question is not in a what? In a binomial formula format. This is not in a binomial format. I'm going to make it in a binomial format. I'm going to convert it to binomial format. Look at what they give me. 1 all over into 1 plus x all raised to power 4. I will recall. You recall indices. What the indices told us? Indices told us that 1 all over what? A raised to power n can be written as what? A raised to power minus what? N. That means that this now, in this question, I have 1 all over what? 1 plus what? X all raised to power what? 4. What does it mean? In this case now, 1 plus x is what? A. And this is what? Power n is what? 4. Then I'm going to have this to be equals to what? 1 plus 1x all raised to power minus what? 4. That means I can convert these to this. Since this man, 1 over a raised to power n can be given as what? A raised to power minus what? N. And I can do this way. That 1 all over what? 1 plus x all raised to power 4 can be written this way. In this case, a now is this, and the power n is this, and the 1 is this, and converted in this way. So when I have done that, looking at this, we have done it over here, and we are putting it in a what? Binomial formula format. Look at the binomial format. I have put it in a binomial format. In this case, a is 1, and b is x, and n is minus what? 4. What did I say? In this case, a is what? 1, and b is x, and n is minus what? 4. We now go to expansion. Then 1 plus x into what? Raised to power minus what? 4. 1 plus x all raised to power minus 4 can be given the first term, which is the first a raised to power minus 4, which is the maximum. Look at it, a raised to power maximum, plus out of what? Minus what? 4. I'm choosing 1, and a will go up to what? 1 raised to power minus 4 minus 1. Look at it, this n become what? Minus 4 minus 1. Then a now is what? 1. Then dot x. What's my b? My b is x. And look at my b, x. Let's look raise to power what? 1. That's what you see here. Plus, I come over here, I will not say that what? Out of n I'm choosing 2. Look at it, out of n, which is what? Minus what? 4, choosing 2. And the 1, which is a, will be raised to power minus n, and here is minus what? 4. Look at it, is minus 4, minus what? 2. Then b raised to power 2, which is my what? X. My b is x, which will be raised to power what? 2. Plus, then coming over here, out of what? Minus 4, I'm choosing 3. Look at that, out of minus 4, I'm choosing 3. And my a is 1. Look at the 1 raised to power n, which is what? Minus 4, minus what? 3, minus 3. And b is what? X, all raised to power what? 3. That is my b is 3 raised to power what? My b is x. Then b is raised to power 3, x raised to power 3. Then coming over here, I will have that anything 1 raised to power anything. Remember that 1 raised to power anything is 1. If 1 raised to power 1 million, the answer is 1. 1 raised to power minus x is what? 1. So this 1 raised to power minus 4 is 1 plus. Then this 4 minus 4 choosing 1 is same thing as what? Minus 4 over 1 factorial. Remember, look at n over 1 factorial. That's n is minus 4 over 1 factorial. Then 1 raised to power anything is 1. That's what you see, dot, which is multiplication, 1 dot x. Look at it here. Then plus, look at my plus. Then minus 4 choosing 2 is same thing as what? Look at it, n into n minus 1. That's when I'm choosing what? 2. It becomes minus 4 into minus 4 minus what? 1. Look at it, this n now is minus 4, and n here is minus 4 minus what? 1. Over what? 2 factorial. I follow it, over what? 2 factorial. Then dot, which is multiplication. Here, 1 raised to power anything here is what? 1. This man now turned to be what? 1 dot 1 dot x raised to power what? 2. Then we'll come over here, plus. Then what does this thing mean? Minus 4 into choosing 3 mean that what? Minus 4 should go down by 3. That means minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2. Look at it here. That means out of n I'm choosing 3, meaning that n into what? N minus 1 into n minus 2. Look at it. Out of n I'm choosing 3, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2. And what is n here? Minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2 dot, and 1 raised to power anything is that 1, and the x dot x raised to power what? 3 over 3 factorial equals to 1 plus minus 4 over 1 factorial dot 1 dot x raised to power 1 plus minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 over 2 factorial dot 1 dot x raised to power 2 plus minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 into minus 4 minus 2 over 3 factorial dot 1 dot x raised to power 3. Then let's just interpret it. Then 1 coming down here plus minus 4 over 1 factorial means 1 factorial is something as 1. 1 factorial is 1 dot x raised to power 1, because 1 times anything is that thing. 1 times x is what? X. Plus, look at the plus. Then minus 4 minus 4 minus 1 will give me minus 5. That means I'm owing minus 4, I'm owing minus 1. Total of what I'm owing is minus 5. That's what you see here, minus 5. Then because minus 4 times minus what? 5 over 2 factorial. This 2 factorial means 2 times 1. What do we mean? If we say n factorial is equals to n into n minus 1 into n minus what? 2 dot dot dot. And what does it mean? If I have now 3 factorial, what it means is 3 into what? 3 minus 1 into what? 3 minus 2. And what am I going to have? I'm going to have what? 3 times what? 2 times what? 1. And that's what we mean by 3 factorial. Then we will now say here that 2 factorial means 2 times what? 1. And dot 1 times x raised to power 2 is same thing as x raised to power 2. That's why you see dot. Plus, coming over here, I have minus 4 into minus 4 minus 1 will give me minus 5. This minus 4 minus 1 will give me minus 5. That means I'm owing 4, I'm owing 1. Total of what I'm owing is minus 5. Here, I'm owing 4, I'm owing 2. Total of what I'm owing is what? 6. That's why we say minus 6. So minus 4 times minus 5 times minus 6. 3 factorial means what? 3 times 2 times 1. That's 3 factorial. Then 1 times x raised to power 3 is same thing as what? X raised to power 3. Then coming over here to interpret it last, I have 1 down here, and the minus 4 divided by 1 will give me minus 4. And minus 4 times x raised to power 1 will give me minus 4x raised to power 1. Then coming over here, I have minus 4 times minus 5 will give me what? 20. And 2 times 1 will give me 2. Then dot x raised to power what? 2. That's what we see here. Minus 4 times minus 5 will give me what? 20. 2 times 1 will give me what? 2. Then plus. Look at the plus here, plus. I have minus 4 times minus 5 times minus 6. That means minus 4 times minus 5 will give me what? 20. 20 times minus 6 will give me minus 120. And 3 times 2 will give me what? 6 times 1 will give me what? 6. Then dot x raised to power 3. Then finally, I now know that what? 1 down here, minus 4x raised to power 1 is same thing as what? Minus 4x. X is same thing as x raised to power 1. Then plus. Then 20 divided by 2 will give me what? 10 x raised to power what? 2. Because this 10 will times what? X raised to power 2. This dot means multiplication. Then coming over here. Plus minus will give me minus. Therefore, I have 120 divided by 6 will give me 20. 120 divided by 6 will give me what? 20 times x raised to power 3. That give me minus 20 x raised to power 3. And that's my word. The answer of what they asked me to find. That's the first term, second term, third term, and fourth term. They say I should tell you what? The first 4 term of the expansion. Look at the first term, and the second term, and the third term, and the fourth term. Thank you for what? Liking this channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for helping me to grow my channel. Thank you. See you in the